Hey everybody, today we're cave diving Orange Grove Spring, which is a popular dive site in West Kyle State Park in Florida. The weather is beautiful and the water visibility is just perfect. Once we're done gearing up, I'll give Jason the okay sign to let him know I'm ready to descend, and we'll peek our head under to get a first glimpse at the conditions. It's really nice today. Once we're under the water, we'll do a bubble check to make sure nothing's leaking, take a look at each other's gear, and just ensure that everything is tied down and tight where it should be. It's a good practice to do this before starting a cave dive, or really any dive. Once everything checks out with our gear, we'll take a look around and we notice that there's another team already inside. Now we want to be considerate of their line and not run ours where it can get entangled. So once Jason finds a good spot, he's going to run that primary tie off in open water, then make a secondary, which I'll okay, and then we'll head into the cavern zone. You can see the other team's line right there on the left, and it's headed in the same direction that we're going, which is the gold line. The gold line is a permanently installed line that runs the length of the cave, and that's what we're going to use to follow until we reach a point where we've agreed to turn around. Until then, we're going to have fun peeking in and looking around the cave and really just exploring. Here we've reached the gold line, and Jason's going to come in from a 90, make a nice clean tie off, and try not to disrupt the other team's line at all. From there, it's off to have fun following the gold line. You'll be able to see it along the bottom if you look carefully on the left or right. We're going to stay on that line and just keep going for a while, exploring the little nooks and crannies that we find. What's really cool about that line is about every 100 feet there are pre-installed arrows that point to the direction of the nearest exit and tell you every 100 feet that you've penetrated the cave. So it's a good reference for landmarks or other things in the cave to get more familiar with distance in terms of hundreds of feet and things that you can remember. Now this is the first time Jason and I have dived this site in a couple of years, so we're not concerning ourselves with how far we go in, but more or less what we remember about the last time we were here. And honestly, it's even better than I remember it. The tunnels are fairly large, the visibility is fantastic, and there are lots of little places to stick our head in and look around. Now after a little while, we're going to turn the dive, which just means we're going to head back towards the exit. This was a relatively short dive of only about an hour, so we didn't really go that far. One thing that's really cool though, is that because I'm in the lead on the way out and I have lights on my helmet, it really lights up the cave and gives you a good perspective of the size. Right there I'm giving 400 to Jason, and that was just letting him know the distance on that particular arrow that was written. It's not necessarily important, but just communicating in case he was curious where we were at that particular time. Here's a good view of me in one of the tunnels, and you can see that if there wasn't any water, I'd easily be able to crouch and walk around in here. And even though I don't really like tight spaces, this doesn't make me feel claustrophobic at all. I think when you're diving, it feels more like flying, so you feel all this space around you, whereas if there wasn't any water, you might feel everything's a bit tighter. Also, if you're a cave diver watching and just wondering, I'll go ahead and let you know that no, those are not all my backup lights. I have a small video light on my helmet and 2 backups, but I also carry 2 other backups, one on my left and right side, in addition to my primary. So at any time I can have 5 or 6 lights. That's important because in cave diving you want to have at least 3 working lights at all times, but if I'm sitting there using 3 of them all the time to light up the cave, then I'm kind of defeating that rule. So I do keep extras on me just in case, because as you can imagine, light in an underwater cave is pretty important. Alright, we've made it back to where we tied into the gold line. Jason's gonna go ahead and retrieve his reel while I'm in front of him, and we'll make our way to the exit. I do like to help him though and just make sure that the line stays nice and tight, get it out from any placements, and just make sure that it's ready for him to reel in so it doesn't take too much work on his part. When we make it all the way back to the secondary and primary tie-offs, Jason will undo them, reel his line up, make sure everything's nice and stowed and neat, and then we'll slowly make our way back up to the surface. Hey, don't forget to subscribe and hit that bell to get notified when more videos like this come out.